All right, this lesson is going to be about how the elect are going to be able to get revenge. We're going to be able to rise up out of the conditions that we're in, and we're going to get back to that old warrior spirit that we had. Jake has a Jake has fell back and become complacent. Jake has gotten comfortable in Babylon. A lot of Jake put their Afro picks down, and Afro fists, and hatred for Esau down to go into politics, and it's going to get back to the era where we are, ready to pounce on our enemies. Now, the thing though is that Scripture also says, "Wake not my love till it be pleased." So don't rush the prophecy. You have some Israelites that's saying that that we should do something now, and now is not the time. The Most High has it to where on His watch is when we're going to be able to get our revenge. We're going to be able to tread upon the neck of our enemies and all the people that had us in slavery. A lot of your problems that you have, it goes all the way back to slavery. Your auntie, that's a crackhead, because you're going into slavery and this white man trying to keep you down. He made drugs and put them in your community that we otherwise wouldn't have had access to. Your mom having high blood pressure, diabetes, taking all these pills, and died early. She wouldn't be going through that if it wasn't for slavery. Doesn't mean our life would be perfect, no. But this devil is responsible for a lot of our problems. This is real quick. This is Deuteronomy 30:7. It says, "And Yahweh thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." I can't wait for that day. To be honest, you seeing them now. All these other nations, they catching hell too. Most High is not cutting these nations no breaks. Look what's going on in Ukraine. They getting drones flying and blowing their asses up. You got the nations over here catching hell. They just did a raid on a Hyundai plant. And I think they caught a bunch of 475 South Koreans, illegal immigrants, I want to say. So these other nations, they are feeling it as well. This devil is coming down with great wrath upon everybody, even his own people. And if you understand biblical prophecy, you're happy to see that. That means we're closer to stepping on and treading on our enemies. Because you have two marks. You got the mark of exemption and you got the MOTB. Which one are you going to take? You get the mark of exemption, you're going to be all right when all this trouble goes on. You're going to be all right. But if you don't, you are going to be a casualty of war. And if you have a king mentality, to be honest, if you got a king mentality, you should want to see your enemies come down. There's nothing cool about you being your slaves and your enemies being able to raise the prices of your rent, raise the prices of your basic goods, and you just gotta deal with it. There's nothing cool about that. Jake has far too much got comfortable in this place, and that's the wrong attitude to have. When you have an enemy such as E, he wants you to be in the spirit of equality. We're not equal, we're superior. can read that over here, and I'm pretty much close to it because I was just in Deuteronomy 30, so I'm gonna grab it. Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God, and the Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Upon all people that are upon the face of the earth. Above all people that are upon the face of the earth. He chose us to be a special people. Above everybody, not below, not beside, above everybody. Now you have to understand that when you have a king mentality, you feel entitled to stuff. And you should feel entitled to the things that was promised unto you. Also, if you fight in a good cause, your enemies has to come down. And you are looking for your enemy to come down. You should be happy every time you see stories about your enemies dying and suffering, or a mass disease breaks out among them. The Most High got it to where, you know, a lot of our enemies are being punished by this devil, because it's ironic, because these nations, what do? That's Psalms 83. They took crafty counsel against our hidden ones. So they came up against us to destroy us. And look what the Most High ended up doing. Now these other nations are getting judged by the tabernacles of Edom. Because Edom cares about itself. What a oldie but goodie. Revelations 13:9. Revelations 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. The saints are going to have a ruling class mentality, and they're going to be looking for the other nations to be judged. But who's the main one that's killing with the sword? It's E. You tell me you don't want some Edomite concubines? You tell me you don't want to sell an Edomite and a child and break him away from his family? I do. I honestly do. And that's a righteous mentality. You should. This world has to make you thinking that you're supposed to be okay. You think these don't they say never forget 9/11, which ironically they caused. They don't forget. When Israel gets bombed or some shots thrown their way, do they just let's forget we're all equal? No. The Most High divided us, our languages, for a reason. You wouldn't even be able to communicate with the devil if it wasn't for this English language and being taken into slavery. That is the only thing that allows us to speak with these devils. So the Most High has it to where, the Most High has it to where these other nations, they're coming down, and I love it. If you see, if there's a clip, or shall I say a YouTube video that shows during World War One, might have been World War One, yeah, but it showed mostly Edomites, but a lot of Edomite warriors, they were experiencing and going through, I think it was called shell shock, I think, but they were terrified from images of the war and having to fight in the war. Being judged. A lot of these, man, some of these Edomites going over there, they getting effed up themselves. Ishmael is taking all L's. Sometimes he goes over there and is getting his ass handed to him. They don't got the military bases in the Middle East like how they used to. They still got them, but not like how they used to. Because a lot of these other nations, they don't want these. They don't want the MO. They don't want, well, not the MOTB. They don't want the LGBT-ism in their country. They don't want to teach their kids to be moles, for their daughters to be lesbos, their sons to be bi, HIV giving fairies, and they're fighting against that. This devil has it to where, oh, democracy, we're all, no. There's a righteous order that is established in this earth. In the king type mentality, you want righteousness to be able to take its course. And on that note, I want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Akagudash. Double honors to the elders of GMS rule well. Peace, salutations, and shalom.